Okay. Yesterday someone asked what vehicle would be the best auction snipe, and I replied the 1963 Volkswagen Beetle Forza Edition. In this video, first I want to show why I think the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ that was just released is a horrible auction snipe, and why I recommended the 63 VW Bug. Then I want to show how you can research vehicles for yourself and determine what would give you the best possible success at auction sniping. So first, let's go into the auction house, and this is the first I've logged in today. So let's go right to the Lamborghini, and the fourth one over is the Aventador SVJ. We'll leave it at just a generic search after that, no results. And just seeing this screen alone tells me that as soon as a vehicle is posted to the auction house, it's going to immediately sell at any price. That tells me competition, that tells me high levels of competition, and it tells me it's going to probably be a waste of my time and a waste of yours. So why would I recommend the 1963 Volkswagen Beetle Forza Edition? Let's go over there. Volkswagen, third one over, Forza Edition, and let's just do the same generic search after that. Today the market's changed. Yesterday they were selling, or the buyout prices were about 14.5 million as the lowest. Today I can already see there's a buyout of 11 million that's been up at the auction for 26 minutes and hasn't moved. The reason I know it's 26 minutes is because most of these people are going to post 1 hour auctions because it's a waste of time posting longer than that. So right now there's another one that has a buyout of 11 million credits. These are not selling at 11 million credits. So another one, there's a 10 million. It's not selling. It's been up for 7 minutes. So 10 million is not a viable quick sell on this vehicle at this point. Another 10 million, 10 million, 9 million, 9 million. Okay, the market has definitely dropped since yesterday. Now just scrolling fast through, I can see while yesterday there was averaging 15 to maybe 25 of these vehicles at any given time on the market, today it looks like there could be as many as 40 to 50. So the market has changed. The markets can change quickly. Players will buy up vehicles to raise prices and sell lots of them to lower prices. It happens. This is why you need to be able to do the research for yourself. So the first thing I want to look at is the buyout on the right. And when I see that vehicles are not selling at 10 million consistently, or even 9 million with those two, I'm led to believe those that is too high of a selling price to get my money immediately out of the vehicle. So I'm going to back out. I'm going to go back to search, and I'm going to change this to 9 million credits as a max buyout. What I'm doing now is seeing, is 9 million the lowest buyout price, and how many of them? Okay, 9 million is the lowest buyout price. There's only 2 of them. They were both posted 3 minutes ago. Now, if either of these or both of these specifically were picked up in the next couple minutes, that would tell me that 9 million is a viable selling price for this. It is not a quick selling price. So what I would be thinking at this point is that both of these people put an 8 million starting bid. Is these vehicles will probably sell quickly around 8 million credits. 7 million, and I would almost guarantee you this vehicle should sell within minutes, like less than 5. So working the math out, if I were to want to sell this vehicle for a quick profit at 7 million credits, I need to take 15% off for an auction seller fee. Of 7 million, it would be just over 1 million credits. So 6 million credits would only barely lose me money. So that's not viable for me to buy at 6 million and sell at 7. If I want to make just about 1 million credits, I could pick this vehicle up for 6 million. and sell it for 8 million. If I want to be a little greedier, I wouldn't pay more than 5 million, and I would turn around and quick sell it for 8 million at this point. So let's just do a few auction snipes at the 6 million mark. Now this is what I would term buyout sniping. It's where as soon as a vehicle is posted, you immediately buy it out. And that's what's happening right now with the Lamborghini SVJ. It doesn't matter if someone were to post one for 100,000 credits or for 20 million. As soon as that vehicle's posted, everyone who's searching is in frantic competition to immediately buy the vehicle out. So supply, demand, supply is low, demand is high, competition will be fierce. That is why the Lamborghini SVJ is a horrible auction snipe right now. The key to successful auction sniping is going to first be patience. So I guess it's the keys. The keys to successful auction sniping first would be patience, and second would be persistence, and third would be min-max. So you have to be patient. You have to pace yourself. If you're doing this for hours at a time, you're going to get frustrated, burned out, and you're not going to want to do it anymore. If you're searching the same vehicle over and over and over again, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to burn out. So searching as I just did for the Volkswagen Beetle Forza Edition, we could look at other vehicles and see if there's other opportunities. I know that typically within a given day, if I search periodically throughout the day, I'll probably get a couple of these at least and turn around and make upwards of 10 million credits just searching for this one vehicle in a day. Easy. I would almost guarantee myself to be able to do that. So right now, I'm not finding any. Typically, I would stop searching and search another vehicle, or maybe go do a race, get a drink of water, something, just to break up the monotony, because chances are I will not be finding this vehicle. Timing and luck are probably other keys that are beyond your control. So bad timing, bad luck, you will get bad beats. So Lamborghini SVJ, horrible time to be auction sniping those. There's no supply and insane demand. The Beetle Forza Edition here, the supply I don't know, because I haven't seen any. That doesn't mean they're not available. It just means at the time I'm searching, no one's posting them at the price I'm willing to pay. People could be posting them every 5 minutes at a higher price, at 7 million. I'm not willing to pay that because I'm not going to make quick money off of it. So that's the nugget that I think helps when you're auction sniping. If you can figure out which vehicle at which time is going to afford you the best opportunities for success, you will succeed more than you will following someone else's advice on which vehicles to search. So I'm going to switch over and show one more time how I research a different vehicle. And who knows, maybe we'll have a little luck with that. Another vehicle that I recommended as an honorable mention was the Honda Civic 1984. So let's go over there. We'll do the same thing. We're going to take off the maximum buyout, and we're just going to see what the market currently offers for the Honda Civic 1984. So buyouts seem to be averaging about 14.5 million. And that's consistent. 20 million is an anomaly. Someone's asking full auction house pricing, so we're not going to concern ourselves with that. But consistently down the road, 14.5 million credits. If we now look over at the highest bid, we already see 12 million, under 12 million, but not 13 million. So there's a 9 million, but that's low because we already saw 11 and 12 million. 10 million and 11 million haven't been bid on yet, but that's probably because of timing, since these vehicles aren't immediately available at that price. They will most likely get bids in a half an hour. That would be an example of the other type of auction sniping, which is highest bid or last second bidding, where at the buyout was priced too high for the market, but the bidding hasn't reached what the market will bear, so people are in a frantic race to snipe a vehicle at the last second to turn around and sell it for a profit. So what would I feel comfortable buying this vehicle and selling it at right now, given the current day's market at this specific time? I would say if I wanted a quick sale, I think 10 million credits. If I had this vehicle right now, there you go, winning bid, 12 million credits. I would say if you put this vehicle up at a quick sale for, doesn't matter what your bid price is for starting, you would only put it for an hour. But if you did a buyout of 10 million credits, I would almost guarantee you that in less than 5 minutes, this vehicle will be sold. If you put it up for 9 million, I absolutely guarantee you in less than 5 minutes, and probably in less than 30 seconds, the vehicle will sell. So if we were to post this for 10 million credits, we would have to take off 15% seller fee, which would drop our sale price down, or our potential earnings down to 8.5 million credits. So the least amount of profit I would want would be 1.5 million credits. That would be 7 million. So if we back out of here, we search auctions, and now we put in a max buyout of 7 million credits. We're probably not going to find anything on our first search. I've been proven wrong before, but not this time. Now we start again. Here I am, just seeing if I can get lucky enough that someone posts a Honda Civic 1984 for 7 million credits or less, that I can immediately be in a race with anyone else searching at the same time to buy this vehicle out as fast as possible, to earn at least 1.5 million credits profit. Now, when or if I were to see a vehicle pop up in the auction house results screen, I would not even look at what selling price it is, because I don't care. I don't care if it's selling for 30,000, 300,000, 3 million, or the full 7 million. I already know if I were to successfully snipe this vehicle, that I will get no less than 1.5 million credits for selling it for 10 million. So that is how I determine which vehicle at which time, or which vehicles I should say, are viable and afford me the best possible successful auction sniping and minimize my wasted time. So I think the information I'm giving you can be expanded upon. Possibly I can, possibly other people can, but I think this sets the foundation. If you understand the basics of how to view the buyout pricing and the bid pricing, looking at the supply and demand of the vehicle, there are too many Beetles, and there are probably just about the right amount of Civics that make the Civic today, for me, a better choice for sniping. But my favorite would still be the Beetle, because I've just made too much money off that, and it's been too easy in the past. So I guess one more for anyone who's still interested in, let's look at the Honda Civic, the 2016. So buyout prices consistently down here, 20 million credits, and less than what, maybe, well, there's a few, maybe a dozen. Is that? Yeah, somewhere around a dozen. Starting bids are often 20 million, Someone's already bid 12 million on that one, and this one's already up to almost 15 million. This tells me if I were to list this vehicle for, let's say, 11 million credits or 12 million credits, it would probably be an instant sell. At that price, I know any of these vehicles I buy for, oh, let's say 9 or 10 million credits would be the profit I would be looking for. So I'll go 10 million. If I bought one at 10 million because it was posted and I raced and sniped it, I'd probably then reconsider if I wanted to put it at a higher price than 12 million. If I snipe it at, let's say, 8 million or less, I'll probably just put it up for auction immediately at 1 hour at 12 million. I do not begrudge someone else getting a deal, buying a vehicle cheaper that I could have squeezed an extra million off of. Whenever I've already made millions of profit off of that vehicle in a very short time. And I don't think you should either. Don't begrudge other people winning auctions. Don't begrudge passing along discounts and savings when you're making millions of credits. Auction sniping would be advice I would give to everyone. It just is healthier when you think that way. So I'm going to wrap this video up soon because it really is getting a little long in the tooth, and actually I don't even know if the audio will overlay with the video that I'm capturing on my Xbox. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how I would normally search these 3 vehicles now, knowing that they are all viable auction snipes. So the first thing I would do would be I'd drop this back down to my 6 million maximum buyout. I'd go back to my Volkswagen and I would go back to the Beetle FE and I would start quickly searching, and even more quickly being ready to buy out any search result that popped up. If more than one search result popped up, I would probably, in most instances, not waste my time dropping to the second one thinking I'm outsmarting people, and I will let everyone bid on the first one while I go to the second, because whoever searched right behind you may only see the second one, and just in the time that you dropped from searching the first, or from trying to, whoops, see, misclick, from trying to buy out the first, and you drop your cursor down to the second, you will probably lose that auction, and then you've lost both. So, frustration. So, okay, I've searched this one quite a few times. I made one miscue and clicked a button too quick that cleared my search screen before the results came up. That happens. Didn't hear any frustration in my voice. I didn't skip a beat. I just reset my search into the fields and continued searching. However, with that being said, I think for the sake of this video, I'm going to clear out the Beetle. Let's go back to the 84 Civic. I believe I said somewhere around, it was easy sell at maybe 11 or 12 million. I'll just say 8 million. If I can get it for 8 million, I know I could profit off of it. If you don't remember, like I just didn't, because I'm also discussing this, don't hesitate to write down what your buyout prices are for multiple vehicles at a given time, because you don't want to make a mistake and buy out a vehicle at the wrong, oh, there's one, and I missed it. I already know I missed it. I failed miserably. I miscued my one of my buttons. I just wasn't quick enough. There's a $300,000 sale that we missed because I hit one wrong button that you probably can't even see on the screen, but I knew instantly that was enough opportunity that someone else would win that auction. However, win or lose, the best piece of advice I can give you is for the next 60 seconds or so, keep searching that vehicle, because whether it's duplication glitches or people buying up multiple versions of the cars, quite often when I see auction snipes like this pop up, within 60 seconds or so the same poster will put the exact same vehicle up for nearly the same price, so, or the exact same price. So don't hesitate to continue your searching when you see a missed opportunity like that, because there could be many more opportunities coming down the pike. And in one instance that I love to remind myself of, I actually sniped 7 in a row. Oh, there it is, and I backed out. Another mistake, another miscue. No frustration in my voice, no disappointment. I believe it was the exact same seller for 300,000 again. I really wasn't paying attention. I was paying more attention to what I was saying than what I was watching. So I hit the button too fast to back out rather than to continue attempting a blind buyout. Now that I've seen 2, I am going to definitely continue searching for the next 60 or so seconds, especially since we had been searching it a little while and I don't think one had been posted before. So I can anticipate there's a high probability that a 3rd or 4th or even 5th one of these could pop up. But as I was saying, at one point I know I sniped 7 in a row before the seller, who was intending to give it to these vehicles to someone else, sent me a message complaining that I had just stole 7 of his vehicles. So don't hesitate to keep searching once you do snipe one, or once you miss the opportunity to snipe one, because you could get a 2nd, a 3rd, or a 4th even. You only need 1, and you're looking at millions of credits of profit here. So I can't think at this point, or at any point in my life, but I can't think of anything really more to add here. I think I've given some really solid foundational information of how to search for auctions. There's one. And I did click one button a little slow, so I'm probably going to lose. Oh, there we go. Success. I'm going to go ahead and claim it against my own best advice. But this video is going to get a little bit longer now, because now I want to show you how I would claim my profit as quickly as possible here. So we'll look at the auction results after we claim our vehicle. Now normally I would continue searching this. 300,000 credits, I almost guarantee it was the same seller again, so he's probably trying to give them to his friend, and I just ended up snagging one of them. But the first thing I would do is, personally, I would go over to the garage, get into that specific vehicle, and I would take off any tune or any livery. I have read that, it's actually the 84 Civic, right? Civic, yes, what am I doing in the Volkswagens? Good job. I have read that Forza can charge additional seller fees if you have legendary paint jobs or tunes on vehicles at auction. So I have gotten into the habit that just in case this is true, one of the first things I do is try to apply a vinyl or paint the car. And if that works, I know I don't have any kind of livery on it. You could also just look at the stats of the car, but I skipped that. And the second thing I would do is go into the tuning, hit custom upgrade, and if the vehicle has been locked, I unlock it, and it just resets it. Now that doesn't take away the upgrade potential that people have already bought into the car. So if someone were to buy this car, they still wouldn't have to repay for those same upgrades, but it prevents me from having to potentially lose profit. So we paid $300,000 for this vehicle. We now have it ready to sell. I really hate that paint job, but I'm going to leave it. So now we're going to go back to the auction house. I am going to start an auction in a moment. Actually, I'm going to get in a different car because you can't auction the car that you're in. If you have multiple of the vehicle, make sure that if you have one you want to save, you know which one to sell. and which one to save. Now, normally I would also be checking skill points on the car to see if there's super wheel spins or something I could get at a reasonable price, but for brevity of this video that's already way too long, I'm just going to skip all that because I really don't care. I don't need wheel spins. I don't need money. This is more informational. So let me back out of here one time. Let me just recheck. So we were doing this 84 Civic. Still nothing selling under 8 million, which I didn't expect. One selling at 11 million that's been listed for 10 minutes. So here's what I'm going to show you. We could sell this probably for 11 million credits if we wanted to wait a full hour. I'm not that greedy, and I don't really care. Picking up this vehicle for 300,000 and selling it for, let's say, 9 million credits. 9 million would be just, let's see, about 1.4 million credits, somewhere around there. My math is skipping me, failing me miserably right now. I think it's 1,350,000 credits will come off our profit. So basically, if we sell it for 9 million credits, we'd be earning over 7.5 million credits, minus our 300,000. So we'd make somewhere around 7.5 million credits selling it for 9 million. I'm comfortable with that. I'm going to list that Honda that we just picked up. And it was that horrible baby Barbie blue. So we're going to auction this car. Again, I don't care what the starting price is. The only thing I care about is the final price. We're going to list it for 9 million credits for 1 hour. If you don't feel comfortable not having the starting price, go ahead and raise it up to 8 million and prevent yourself from losing more profit. That's fine to do, but I would guarantee you that this vehicle will sell extremely quickly for the full 9 million. So we're going to go ahead and confirm this, and as soon as it's listed, I will go over to my auctions page and we'll just see in maybe 60 seconds if it lasts or if it's sold. And I'm going to venture that within 60 seconds, this vehicle will be sold. Okay, 60 seconds wasn't even 6 seconds. We are not the only ones sniping this. We got extremely lucky and got it for 300,000. We just turned it around, made around 7.5 million credits profit. I could not have planned this. So this is how you are going to become a successful auction sniper. You're not following my advice per se. You're learning how to research and snipe for yourself. Make your own decisions. That's the best piece of advice I can give any of you.